This is going to be a small update that's going to come out on this channel, The Language Bro. Recently, I finished doing the Hebrew grammar and I put out the long video on the channel. And I also started learning a French grammar. I started putting videos of French grammar on the channel. You know, for me, learning new languages that are not my native languages, there's a big difference between learning and teaching new languages for me and for all of you, right? For me, teaching is like learning about my own learning, basically. I first make sure that I understand the concept, and then once I understand it, I put a video about it, right? So, recently I finished the Hebrew video, and now I'm doing French videos, right, as the new language on the channel. As some of you may know, I'm a student at a university. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the USA, and the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, I'm a fifth-year student in the university, finishing my Spanish degree, and I have exactly 1 year left. Exactly 1 year left to finish my Spanish degree and graduate in the upcoming future. Because I have to focus on my education first, and then on YouTube, I need to explain some stuff about my upcoming semesters and the small update that I want to give all of you, that I want to tell you all. In the upcoming semester that's coming now, from September 2025 to December 2025, I will be taking my last four in-person classes at the university, which means that I will be spending a course of 4 days. So, the classes will last over a course of 4 days. 4 classes and 4 days out of the week. That's how long the semester will be, from September to December until the end of the year. I will be taking 4 classes that will spend for 4 days of the week. For 4 days a week, I will be focusing on my last Spanish classes in order for me, to pass them and to make sure that I nail the classes and to make sure that I get a good grade until I graduate in the future. So basically the routine is like, I will be spending 4 days. I think it's like Monday to Thursday, I think. I will be taking 2 classes Monday, 2 classes Tuesday, and then they will be repeating Wednesday and Thursday. So, I will have 4 very intense days at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, considering that I have to drive there and it's far away from my home. I have to focus on my classes, right? In the final semester, after that is from January 2026 all the way to May 2026, I will be taking my final classes at UNLV. There will only be 2 classes at the UNLV, and then I will graduate in May of 2026 with a Spanish degree. Given these conditions that I have to be in for the rest of the year, I would like to give you all a small update, and that is the release of my content on this channel, The Language Bro, until the end of the year. How much content will I be able to put out until the year finishes? Because I need to focus on my education first, I will be spending 4 days of the week, 4 days, Monday through Thursday, focusing on my Spanish classes, concentrating on, passing those classes and making sure that I nail them. Understandably, I'm not going to have a lot of time, to do a bunch of French grammar videos, considering that I just started. Understandably, I'm not going to have time, to learn French and then study French and then to teach French all at the same time. Recently I just started. I have a distinction, between learning French and teaching French, right? I already said that in the beginning. Teaching for me is like learning about my own learning, right? I have to first understand the concept, then once I understand it, I make a video about it. So understandably, I'm not gonna have a lot of time to put out content, given that I will have only 3 rest days a week. And considering that, making language content takes a lot of time. I already explained that in a previous video, right? So basically, the small update that I wanna give you all is that starting from this point, starting from the moment you watch this video, and all the way until the end of the year, 2025, expect the content on this channel, The Language Bro, to be released slowly. I'm very, very sorry that I'm saying this. I wish I could make content faster. Because the language content takes time to complete, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to slow it down in order to focus on my Spanish classes and making sure that I pass them. I have to focus on my education. That's why I'm slowing down the content until the rest of the year. If before that I could make, let's say, 2 to 4 grammatical videos a week, right? If I got lucky with the time, starting now and all the way till the end of the year, I will probably be making like 1 to 2 videos a week at best, okay? If I'm lucky with my time, I will try to make 2 videos. If I'm super, super busy, which is more probable, I will probably be doing, like 1 video a week. Very, very sorry that I'm saying this. It's just that, again, I have to focus on my education and focus on passing my classes. It's just that, in my penultimate semester that will, have 4 days and 4 classes, I have to put them on a higher priority than my YouTube content for now. That's the small update that I want to give you all. Starting from now and all the way until the end of the year, expect the content on this channel to be released slowly. Okay, 1 to 2 videos a week if I'm lucky. It will take me time until the end of the year, 2025, to actually finish the French grammar that I just recently started. But at the same time, I have to focus on my Spanish classes that I have to pass and that I have to nail them, basically, because they'll be my final classes. So expect the flow of the content to be slow. At best, 1 to 2 videos a week, but no guarantees. Sorry, but that's the small update. However, after French is finished, and after the year 2025 is finished, my classes at the university will be a lot easier, a whole lot easier, because there will only be only two classes from January 2026 all the way to May 2026. So the intensity will drop. I will also graduate in May, okay, with a bachelor's degree of Spanish, in case you're, interested to know that. After French is finished, I want to try to do Italian, maybe after that do Portuguese. I also have a plan of doing like a Spanish revisited type of concept where I take the old Spanish video that I did and I revisit all of the concepts. They're just making it better and more understandable with less mistakes that I did last time, okay? But again, these are ideas for the future. After French is finished, do Italian, maybe redo Spanish, and then, other languages will come eventually. But all of that is going to happen in 2026, just to let you know. But in the meantime, if you still want to support me and watch my videos, I recently opened a gaming channel where I put out gaming videos. You can subscribe to that channel, watch the videos, and also like the videos. I'm not saying that content on this channel, The Language Bro, is stopping. The content is not stopping on this channel. It's just that the content will be released slower on this channel, temporarily, right? It's not permanent. In 2026, everything will return to normal. So what I'm saying is, basically, in the meantime, if you still want to support me, you can go to the gaming channel and subscribe, watch the videos, and like the videos also. It's just that doing gaming content is a whole lot easier than doing language content, right? The way I do language content is like, I've said this in a previous video, I have to write a script, I have to read the words, I have to record my voice, make pictures, and edit everything into one, and that usually takes, if I'm lucky, with free time on my hands, that takes like 2 days on average. Maybe 1 day if I'm lucky, right? But 1 to 2 days, right? But considering the upcoming semester until the end of the year, it will take me way longer than that, considering, again, the intensity of the classes, because they'll be the hardest classes at the university, right? So it's going to take more time. If I'm lucky, I get to use my rest days, my 3 rest days, to make 1 video, maybe 2 videos. But again, it's just that doing gaming content is a whole lot easier than doing language content. The way I do gaming content is like, I sit down in my chair, play a video game, I record a video, and then, it lasts like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe an hour at best. And I do small edits here and there, and then I immediately publish the video, and the video is done, basically. So the point is, gaming content is easier to do and requires less time than language content. So basically, that's the small update that I want to give you all. From the time you watch this video and all the way until the end of the year 2025, the flow of content will be a lot slower on this channel. But after that, in 2026, I can guarantee you that everything will return to normal. I will have more time, I will graduate, and I will do YouTube as my full-time job, considering that, after I graduate, and then I'm gonna have free time on my hands. So basically, YouTube will be a full-time job for me in the upcoming future, in 2026. So yeah, that's the small update. Thank you for watching.